What? What? I give you all the treats and I take you out and you're crying. That's my dog. His name's Ollie. He loves food and we feed him every day at 4:30, maybe 5. But he'll always freak out and act like we didn't feed him. And I'm like, dude, I swear you get plenty of food and I give you plenty of treats because anytime. So I guess this is just how we're going to start it. But so every day we give him, so this is what we do for his feeding. We give him his kibble. So about like a little bit of kibble and then like 1 part kibble and then 2 parts of this food that we make. So we put like ground beef, sweet potato, I want to say spinach, sometimes blueberries, brown rice, and then like seasonings for dogs. My brother usually makes it actually. So yeah, we give him that twice a day, in the morning and then at night for dinner. But then his snacks, so he eats, I can't really say it, but I can show you. So he'll have one of these at some time during the day, usually not right after, like breakfast, but close to it. That way it's not just this and it won't like spike his blood sugar. Sometimes he'll have one of these. I don't want to say the name, but he's looking at me. He gets really upset. He's down there. You have one of these sometimes. I'll actually probably give him one of these right now. Because, yeah. He'll have, I'll give him one of these. So we give him this every morning. He saw it. Hi. I'm gonna show you. Hello. Hi. He just looked at you guys. Okay. Carrots, I don't mind giving him because, so ever since that I learned that like once dogs get diabetes, I guess I don't know exactly what it is. If it's type 1, maybe it is, but once they get it, they can't unget it. Like humans kind of can, I guess. So ever since then, like, anytime I get like a pup cup or whatever, I'll get him like a half pup cup. That way it's just not as hard on his body. He's also older though, so I just don't want to be careless with like the way I feed him and stuff. But okay, I'm gonna peel a carrot for him. Anytime I give him like a treat or anything, he likes to slowly like take it from me and then he will like scurry away and like we call it his pitter patter. He'll pitter patter away. And then I'll show you the mess he leaves in usually my room. But I think the only way to have a dog is to spoil them, in my opinion. Anyways, let me see if I can show you. Okay, come here. Come here. It's okay. It's a carrot. Okay. Bye. Bye. Yeah, he went to my room. So that's what he does. Hopefully y'all can see that. I don't know. But anyways, yes, sometimes we'll give him blueberries. I've given him cantaloupe before. Crap, I'm saying the names. But he has a carrot, so he probably won't care. Definitely cheese. We also, let me grab it. So we'll use this as well to like kind of, what's the word? I guess like stimulate his mind, or just, we want like, so he's an only dog. He doesn't have, I don't have another dog that like comes around. And so I do my best. We walk him for sure every single morning. Out of me, my brother, or my mom, one of us will walk him. Other than that though, I will usually walk him at night. But sometimes like if I'm working late, if I'm not home, or if I'm like rarely ever playing tennis or something like that, I won't walk him. And I actually feel really bad. Like this semester was actually, and last semester was challenging because I felt like anytime I was studying at school, at about like 7:30, I start thinking like, oh my gosh, he needs a walk, like he needs, or like he didn't get to see the world today, because I feel like as a pet owner, it's kind of your responsibility to show your dog. It is to show your dog the world. Like you chose them, they didn't choose you. So be a good dog owner. I don't know, but some people don't have that option, and I get it. But that's just the way I think about it. But yes, and then one last thing on my dog. So he actually just turned 10. Oh, he's back. He just turned 10 on May 1st. And so we celebrated, we gave him a steak, and we got him a bunch of new toys. We got him, so he of course loves this, like, a lot. So we got him a huge one, and usually like he likes to destroy and tear up like animal type of toys or whatever. Because I don't know why. He's a dog. I don't know. But he loves this thing. Like, he will grab it. He'll like shake his head, and it's really funny. It's really cute. We didn't think he was going to, but he really loves it a lot. So I don't know. But anyways, so what I'm gonna do in this video is basically just like talk a little bit about some things that I want to like catch up on. I also need to clean this kitchen because, we're working people. We're not home all the time, or we're not constantly thinking about like cleaning, so it's just a little bit of a mess. It's not anything crazy. Let me show you that. Yeah, it's a mess, kind of. It's like random stuff, like a belt on the counter, because we're a normal family, whatever. So yeah, I want to talk just about a few things that are on my mind, some things that I've done the past few days, and just catch up a little bit. So the first thing that's been on my mind a lot, where should I put you? Maybe, here? Yeah, okay. First thing is the light bulbs, because that's right in front of me. So, and my lights are really dirty, but it's fine. Actually, I'll just take off a bulb and show you. But, so light bulbs. So we have these currently, those right there. And the thing is those are old school light bulbs. So they're not like the LEDs or whatever, like this one. Like that one. I love this light. Like, anytime that I'm in the kitchen, I feel like I can't see with just the yellow, so I'll turn on this one. But, like the other people in my house, well, anytime I turn it on, they're like, oh, this is giving me a headache, or this hurts my eyes, which I totally get, because one time I went into IKEA with my mom, and I swear by the middle of like us being in there, like maybe it was 30 minutes or something, we were getting dizzy. I felt like kind of delirious. I don't know. It was weird. And I think it was, I honestly think it was like the lights and the fact that you walk into one section, it's completely different from the next. I don't know. So yeah, I guess I'll just stick with, actually, I don't care. I'm gonna stick with these lights. But let me show you these. Oh, they're kind of hot. Okay. So my mom was saying these are the lights that like she grew up with. So obviously everything is like LED now. Oh shoot, okay, it's hot. But these, with like the little tips on the end, I don't know. And then I don't know exactly how they're different. But yeah, apparently they're better for you. There's zero blue light, which is like, which is better for your sleep cycle, because I think what the science is behind it is like later in the day, your body starts producing that melatonin, and then you're able to fall asleep. But if you're looking at blue light, your body doesn't know the difference. So then it's like, okay, there's no blue light, or there is blue light, so we need to stay awake because it's the daytime. So these kind of help with that. Like, I don't know if you have any sleeping issues. I think it helps me a little bit. I'm gonna turn it on, that way you can kind of see my face a little bit better. Yeah. But I mean, I think it does help. It's a little bit like getting used to it. But the other thing about these lights that's interesting is they just take more energy as well. Because I know our light bill like wasn't that much, and then we got a lot of these bulbs and put them everywhere. Like, we had one in our restroom that was always on, or close to always on. We would only turn it on like at night, and it kind of like ran up our electricity, so we've kind of we took the lamp out and stuff. But yeah, I mean, I think it's worth it, so I don't know. What? You can start crying? You can start crying? Do you want to walk? Okay. Let me shut up. Well, no, let me not shut up. But I'm going to clean up this kitchen, and then we'll go for a walk with him, and yeah, we'll go from there. I know. Give me 1 second. I know. So I don't know if y'all are like this, but I feel like sometimes I can't get out of my house or like do anything that I want to do until the kitchen's clean. It's kind of like, I feel like it's like in baseball, you wouldn't just go to third base. You would go to the first base, then you go to second, and then you would go to third. You know, you don't want to skip steps because that's just not how it works. I don't know, that's just kind of how my brain operates. Like everything has steps to it, everything has levels to it. So one of the biggest things that's been on my mind recently is just kind of like online. The internet is such an interesting place to me because I do think, I'm not one of those people who thinks like the internet's all bad. I really don't think that, but I think one of the not great things about it for sure is the disingenuous things or people. And so that's kind of what I want to bring to here. Like, I don't know, like I am a human. My life isn't perfect. Like I have things that I struggle with. I have like my kitchen's dirty, you know, it's not like my life isn't picture perfect, right? And also too, like we're all of us are human. All of us are dealing with something that maybe we don't talk about, or maybe we do talk about it, but we feel like we're not ever heard. I don't know, but the point of what I'm saying is like, I believe that the most successful people in the world are successful because they're just the most genuine. Like they're just them, and it's not a competition. It's not trying too hard. It's literally just who they are. And I think that's what a lot of the world to me feels like it's missing. Is just people as people, not people as something to sell. And I just feel like sometimes social media can feel so fake, and obviously sometimes it really is. Like sometimes, I mean, the majority of the time you're only seeing the best parts of people's lives. Like you're oftentimes not seeing the struggle, you're not seeing the tears, the fears, the stressors, you're not really seeing any of that. And I think one of the biggest ways that I have struggled, like many people, is with comparison. Like, I want success so badly. I want to be an owner of multiple businesses. I have multiple ideas, some that are like starting from the ground up, some that are like buying a business, some that are in real estate. Like, I just have so many things that I want to get into and explore. But I think sometimes what social media does is you get lost in other people's success, and you start seeing like, okay, they're up here, and you kind of forget that it's not a straight line. Like there's so many things that go into that. And what's crazy is like, there's not one path. There's not one path that leads to success. And that's also a big thing. Like I really used to think, really on the extreme side of like the whole steps thing, like I used to think there was a certain way that you had to like go about things to like gain success, but it looks different for anyone. And I think that's the biggest thing. It's also like, how do you define success? So I think for a long time, like money was a really big thing for me. Like I want a lot of money, I want a comfortable lifestyle, I want to be able to do things in my community like randomly. Like if I wanted to renovate a tennis court, like that's what I want to do because I drove by it. Like that's what I would do. Or like if I want to drive a nice car, like I want to drive a nice car. And yes, like that's all a byproduct of, I feel like, just being genuine. I feel like you be genuine for long enough and you provide something, you fix a problem, and all the things that we think are success are really just byproducts of like a bigger thing, of like a bigger purpose. So that's what I really think. That's what I've kind of been learning through recently and trying to like process through and understand. But like, don't get me wrong, like I'm also, again, a human, and there's times where I'm like, okay, there's times where I get caught up in my brain and I'm like, dude, yeah, I want the G-Wagon more than anything, or I want the 5-bedroom house with a really nice office more than anything, or I want like really expensive sunglasses. But I just think at the end of the day, it's not about that. Like, and if it was all about that, then in my opinion, like, what am I really living for, you know? It just seems like it's just a waste of a life, in my opinion. Like, I know that I would really regret just chasing money to chase money and just chasing things to chase things. Like, I don't know. But again, the whole thing about being genuine is also like, people sniff that out quick. It's not like, it's not hard to sniff out someone who's being ingenuine. Like, I also think it's a natural thing that we all have, and it's our gut, to be honest. Like, I think it's our gut, and we can. I truly think we can sniff out when someone's being like fake or whatever. So, you know, as I start to make more content, like, I want to make like a little bit of car content as well. Like, it would be so cool to start maybe test driving cars, or like rating them, whatever it is. Also working on cars, and I'm talking obviously more cosmetics, because I don't really know like a lot about the internal of cars or whatever. I don't know what this lid goes to. Hold on. It's like one of those measuring lids or whatever. But yeah, there's, the thing is like, right now, where I'm at in my life, like, no, I'm not like rolling in money, or I'm not like really comfortable. Like, I do have to work an hourly job, but that's just where I'm at, and it's fine. But I really am excited to get into like, I don't know, painting, or like maybe painting the trim on my car, or maybe painting the rims. Like, I like to do things myself, and I don't know I'm sure there's a lot of people like me, like, who find what I'm about to say very similar to them, like experience-wise. But I love to have a project that I just really want to do, plan it well, execute it well, and also, of course, in the execution, there's like the struggle aspect of it. But then to be able to like sit there and look at it and just admire the work that was done is just the best feeling. Like, I put up a picture wall. So I have like a wall like this, or how can you see, like this? I put up a picture wall on this wall, right? And it's like four. Okay, I don't know. It's like 12 pictures. And you want to get the spacing right. You want to make sure it looks like it flows well in the space and all that stuff. And so, you know, it was a project. So I put it up on the first wall, and we had the TV on the opposite wall, the wall that the pictures weren't on. And then eventually we're like, okay, like maybe it's time to turn the TV to the other wall where the picture wall is, and then change the picture wall. And the first time, it was already like, I loved doing the project and getting it up and looking at it. I felt really proud. And so I was like, okay, well, if we need to move it, so let's move the picture wall. And so it was really fun kind of having already done something and just recreating it and improving it, actually, because there were some things with the first time I did it, I was like, okay, maybe there could have been more equal spacing here. Maybe these are too close together. Maybe the whole thing could have been higher. So it was a lot of fun. Like, I don't know. And the point is that I love to do stuff like that and then sit down and just look at it and admire it because I see the work behind it. I'm also the same with murals and stuff. Like, I love, like, let's say, like, I don't know, going to a mall and you see a mural being painted and you see the painter there and they just, like, they love what they're doing and you can feel that. Like, you literally can feel that. It's just, it's so cool to me. I don't know. Okay, I have to wipe the counters now. Okay. We're like almost out. Just have like, oh, we have just a little bit. I'm gonna go grab, oh, have one. I know, we're about to go. Don't worry. He's watching. He's making sure that I'm on time. I will be. The other thing that I wanted to talk about was, so I'm in San Antonio, Texas. There's like nothing coming out. Maybe. I hate whenever. Hold on. Okay. So you see how it's in the liquid right there? Like the little thing where the liquid goes up and then out of the bottle? I'm trying to twist the bottle and the tubes stay the same, but it keeps moving. I'm just gonna have to hold it like this and spray. Or whatever. Yeah. Anyways. So I live in San Antonio. And I feel like, I don't know if it's just what I've heard, but I feel like downtown gets a really bad like reputation. Maybe people say it's dirty, there's nothing to do. I don't know. I haven't been down there in so long, but I went the other day. And I went to the College of AI, and it's actually really, really cool, and it's really exciting. I know, like, so the buildings and everything were really exciting and stuff. I know like AI is kind of controversial and stuff, but it's AI and cybersecurity. I mean, it's important. It's a part of our lives. It's going to be like, it's probably not going away. So it's good that we know about it, I guess. But so you're not gonna see me, but I'm gonna clean the counter behind you. But anyways, so it was nice because there was a lot of people. There was a decent amount of business going on. Like, there were businesses open. There was events. There was coffee shops. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm like just caged in over here in like my little, like where I'm at in terms of area in San Antonio. But I had a really good time, and I wasn't even down there for that long. Like, I was down there for maybe, I don't know, like an hour. But it was just fun to go walk. I went to the mall, and then I went and got a coffee at Starbucks, and I sat down and drank it. Like, I didn't try to rush anything. But yeah, it was just a fun time. I didn't buy anything. What I wanted is like simple t-shirts. Like, I like this one because it's not like I'm not trying too hard. You know, it's just kind of, it is what it is. But I'm just gonna pour it. But yeah, I mean, it was a cool time. I really didn't mind it. And so naturally, whenever you get excited about a place, I looked on Zillow to see what was like available around there. And there was some cool stuff. Like, there was some cool little apartments, and it was like, so I want to say a New York vibe, but it really wasn't. But like kind of the tall buildings with like the tall door. It wasn't where you walked up a bunch of steps. That's the only thing. It was like, but it had that sort of vibe to it. Like, there was a lot of, I probably sound really silly, but there was a bunch of like brick architecture. I don't know, like a lot of Spanish architecture, obviously San Antonio, but it just looked so, it was so nice in general, and to be around all the history was really cool. And then you had like these really cool modern buildings, and then you turned around and there was this really historical building that they preserved. I just think it's like I really appreciate that a lot. The oven's kind of dirty. I don't know. I don't know. So one of the classes that I took for like this semester is history, U.S. history and stuff like that. It was a really interesting class, and I actually really appreciate the professor because she wasn't teaching us just from a textbook. It was like, no, this stuff applies to us now. Like this history repeats itself. It's not like it's new, but it's not new. I forgot. So I don't know. I really appreciated her class, and I forgot what it was called. But it's like, it's an appreciation about the past, and I think I'm really starting to like understand that a little bit more from that course, because it's true. Like things don't happen just once; like they happen over and over again. And every time that something happens, if it's like a negative thing, we have the opportunity to learn from it, and to like do something different next time. It's really interesting. I don't know. I'm trying to think of what else I did. I don't know. I want to talk about like some things that I want to get, kind of just for the summertime, like clothes, I guess. So I've never really been into like styling stuff or like really clothes or anything. I just kind of wear like whatever. And I've always thought like the body is the outfit, in my opinion. Sometimes, like for example, like you don't really have to try hard with something. You can just wear it, and like okay, I think sometimes like fit people, it almost feels like they could wear anything and it looks great. Like that's, I don't know, like that's just how I feel. But I don't know if that's true, but even if it was, I do think maybe style is important. I don't know. So I'm trying to get more into it, but I want to start with like some basic shirts and stuff like that, like not anything crazy. So I went to H&M when I went downtown, and I was looking for some t-shirts. And what I wanted to do, because I feel like with sometimes H&M, it's either like the tiniest things, the tiniest like cut, or it's like the biggest cut, and like a large is like a 2XL or something. So my plan was to get some slim fit t-shirts. I just wanted like a white one, I wanted a black one, and I wanted to like size up in them. That way you kind of still get that slim fit cut, but it actually, it fits well or whatever. But when I went, I didn't see a single thing. Like genuinely, I didn't see a single thing. I don't know. And I tried on multiple things, but truly I just didn't find anything. So that sucked. But I also didn't have a lot of time. I was kind of rushing. And I didn't even get to eat lunch. And I really wanted to eat lunch. Something that I think is really true is like if you go to a Mexican restaurant, you know that the Mexican restaurant is really good if their tortilla soup is good. And one of the things I absolutely do not like about tortilla soup is whenever they put a bunch of rice in it. I'm just not a fan of that, because like tortilla soup doesn't have to be super like calorie dense or carby, if that makes sense. Like it doesn't actually have to be that. It can be, but it doesn't have to. And so I'd rather it not. Also, I don't like the soup to like be thick. Like there's some soups that are meant to be thick, like a tomato soup or something like that, or like a potato soup. But a tortilla soup to me shouldn't be thick. It should have a ton of flavor. I want a little bit of jalapeno in there, like that flavor. And I want to be able to put in the chips myself. I also don't like whenever the chips are in there already and they've been sitting in there, because it like makes everything like, I don't want to say leaves you with that film in your mouth, but it just makes it, It makes it weird. I don't know how to describe it, but it's almost like you can like taste the calories. I don't know. But anyways, yes. So the kitchen is clean for the most part. Yeah, for the most part. I mean, I swept and stuff like that. So that's good. But what I'm gonna do next is I'm just going to put on my shoes, put his leash on, and then take him for a walk. So I'll show you guys bits of that, and then yeah, we'll go from there. Ollie, come here. Come on. Come here. Now he's acting like depressed. Come here, crazy. Oh my goodness. What? Come here. Come here, crazy. Come here. You want a big stretch? You want a big stretch? You can get a big stretch. Get a big stretch. It's a big stretch. It's a big stretch right there. There you go. Want the back legs a little bit? You need the back legs. And your big stretch. No? Okay. Come on, let's go. Come on. Come here. Ready? Let's go. Okay, we have gotten outside of the house finally. Luckily, there's still daylight and stuff. It's not completely dark yet. It's also just better for him because again, he's older. He's a black dog. He's a boxer and a Rottweiler, so he gets hot really easy. So it's just better to take him like now instead of later. I always do the hand test, and I just wish more owners would do that. You know what I'm saying? Where you kind of like, you just like count to 10 or whatever. That way you're not walking your dog on like burning road. Oh my God. Come on, Ollie. I just think that's every time I see a dog walking and it's like even 90 degrees outside, not only is the environment just hot, but it's also just the road. You know, I feel like you should always check. Come on, what are you doing? He likes to tell me where to go, by the way. He will not go forward. You want to go that way? Okay, let's go. Where do you want to go? Oh, okay. He likes to sniff. So we take sniff walks where I will let him sniff whatever he wants to sniff. We won't have like a goal in mind of we're going to walk this or we're going to walk that. I'll just let him sniff whatever he wants because he's a dog and he should be allowed to sniff. Oh, but he likes to eat grass too, which is something we're trying to tackle. Okay, anyways, guys, we made it to the dog park. We walked a little bit further. And yeah, the only other thing I have to do today is go to the gym and then go home. I have some meal prep already made or ready to go, so I'm gonna eat some of that for dinner. But yeah, he's just sniffing around and doing his thing like dogs do. Yeah, it's been a good time. But anyways, thanks for listening, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.